Welcome to Travellers on My Mobility Scooter. This week I am staying at Butlin's in Minehead, and in this video I'm going to kill three birds with one stone, because I'm going to show you the laundrette and the supermarket at the top of the park, and then I'm going to show you how to get to the Skyline Pavillon from both the Caravans and the Sliver Apartments, which are becoming comfort apartments, I believe. And there's so many of them, and the back of the Sliver Apartments stroke comfort is right by the start of the Caravan, so I thought I'd do them both together. So there is a little supermarket here at the back. I say little, it's actually quite a decent sized shop. So you've got quite a bit in there, and that is where the laundrette is. Right, so we're right at the back of the camp. You can just about hear behind me, that's the circus going on, so we're right at the back of the camp here. I'm just going to go forward through. This to my left is the Sliver Apartments. Again, I'm pretty sure they're all changing to comfort apartments. I don't think there's going to be any Sliver Apartments soon, and they're getting rid of that name. And then on the right, just ahead, you can see the Caravans. So we'll go right up to where the entrance to the Caravans is, because I think there's a helpful cut-through road there as well. Obviously, Caravans can be cheaper. There's a lot of lovely Caravans on there. I can guarantee some of them are nicer than the nicest chalets on Butlins, because the owners care about them and they look after them. It has got its own pub as well, the Highwayman, I believe. I've not been in there. The last couple of years it's been closed to everyone, and only the campsites, caravans have been able to use it, but now it is open to everyone. So if you fancy a different night out, you can go to the Highwayman in there. Apparently it's quite nice. So that's obviously, well, that's the exit of the caravan park. Actually, as you can see, it's no entry. The entrance is a little bit further up on the right, but here we go. So this is how you get from there to the Skyline. So we're going to go down the left hand side of the Sliver Apartments. This is Oyster Bay is the area, and to the right, that is the old Sliver bungalows without a patio, which are now also comfort apartments, funnily enough. There's a lot of comfort apartments now. That is going to be the most well populated, shall we say, type of accommodation on site. Comfort apartments, there's going to be hundreds of them. Let's hope they're not too expensive. It's quite a long way this, so bear with me. If you are at the back of the Sliver Apartments or in the Caravans, it is quite a walk to get down to the Skyline. I might put a bit of speed on because there isn't many people about. Let's see, a few of them have got parking spaces. I think they are disabled parking permit only. You have to ask about that when you're booking. I don't think any of these are adapted, because they're quite tight when you go in. You couldn't get a mobility scooter in there. The only adapted apartments are like the one I'm staying in, which is at the back of Pacific Wharf in the one-storey chalets. I'll show you where they are in a moment, because we're going to go past them. Quite a bumpy road this. Lots of camera shake, I do apologise. Come down. This is again around about just ahead of us there, what used to be the Sliver bungalows with patio, which are now Comfort Plus apartments. Very nice they are. Going on this side. Now these, I believe, Atlantic Bay are the standard accommodation. I think someone may be to correct me on that if I'm wrong, but I think that's where the standard accommodation is. These two stories here. Obviously the cheapest one, and I believe those will come with a bath and not a shower, which some people like actually, so I think they go for them. And if it's just you want somewhere to lay your head, they're pretty decent. Apparently they're quite big. I do apologise, I've got some sun flare again. So this row here, so Tideway Place and Pierside Walk, is the last row on the Sliver rooms are actually Sliver adapted rooms, and the ones on the other side of the dining hall are the adapted Sliver Apartments, which is where I'm staying this week. So just coming down, these parking spaces on the left. On the right of me are the Deluxe Suites. There are another row of Deluxe Suites on the opposite side of the park. If you have a Deluxe Suite, you have a parking space. As you can see, reserved parking for numbers 10, 11 and 12. And obviously as you go down there, also this is the reserved parking, the disabled spaces for the adapted chalets at the end. That one there is actually quite a long way from the chalet, and I know that because I was in there last year and it was a bit of a pain. We were in number 6 and that was my parking space. We were quite a way down, we were, never mind. Enough about me. So as we come down to the end of the road here, we take a left right by Bullseye Bay and the football courts, where all the football activities and stuff are. Straight through there, through the little arch, and along. And we're almost there. Then if you're talking about, we come from the Caravans, if you want to buy a caravan, you've got a couple of demos here, and that's where the holiday home sales office is. So if you're interested in buying a caravan, that's where you go, if you're on site. Obviously, if not, just give them a ring. Past the firehouse grill, and it seems like I've done this a few times this week. If you've seen a few of my videos, you'll know this is where we end up. The rear door of the Skyline Pavilion. And that is how you get here from the very back of the camp at the Caravans and the Sliver / Comfort Apartments. Thank you for watching.